Just standard tuning here, E, A, D, G, B, E. And we'll start with this initial progression here. It's basically going from an A minor to E minor, and then you could just do like a D5. So just, open chord style. Right. And as you can tell, I like to, dump on the reverb, get a light, maybe 450 millisecond delay on there, just to fill it out, help it kind of last a little longer there. But in the midst of the progression going on, we're basically just doing some like alternate picking here, and within those chords. So we'll start with this A minor look. So we'll just be going between the 2 on the D and the 1 on the B, and it's just a real kind of light back and forth. All right, and you can let some of that delay do a bit of the work. Maybe not quite, hitting every note as much as we need to. All right, and we just kind of want something that's like a back and forth, maybe 4 times, and then basically we just lift that 1 on the B off, keep that same 2D, and now we're just in our E minor, and we're just going from the 2D to open B, same kind of deal. And now we're going to shift to our D look here. So just lift off the D for the open, and then we'll start at the 2 on the G and do the back and forth there. Alright, and now we're just going to do the D octaves, the open D and the 3 on the B. Alright, and you just go through those, cycle them through the verses there in the intro. Eventually we'll get to the chorus here, and this is just kind of some single note, almost lead kind of thing happening here. The overall progression is a A minor to the E minor, then we do a G to a D, right? And that cycles through, a handful of times. And the very last part of the progression here, we start at our A minor, and we just hold on that A minor. Then we do the G, and then we just kind of walk the bass note down to the F sharp. All right. For the notes happening there, this is kind of where like the slide comes into use. You're noticing I'm wearing that. I just like to use it for this little subtle part that's, I think pretty crucial. Initially we can just do, fretting, where we go 14 on the G, just hold it. Then we come down, hit 12 on the high E. Hold that a moment, hit it once again, and I kind of shift fingers here because I want this next note. We go hit the 12 on the E again, then we want the 11 on the G. Alright, and at this point I like to get the slide on, and we'll hit the 14 G. Alright, and then we want this 14 B, and we just want this slow slide down to 12. Alright, and then from there we go 12 on the G. You can kind of slide up to it, just fretting. 10 high E, and then finish at 11 on the G. Alright, and then essentially we repeat the first 5 notes again all the way up till that slide. Alright, so we do our 14G, 12E, 12E, 11G. Alright, we'll hit our 14 on the G, slide, but here we'll hit our 14B, and instead of sliding to 12, we slide to 13. Okay, this is that final part. And then we just kind of keep it moving. 12, and then 10. Right. Other than that, we get to the kind of bridge instrumental section there. And for that, we go to 9th fret on the G. And just for the progression here, it goes to E minor, A minor, and then you can just do like a G5 to C if you really want to do like a full G chord. I think that's probably right, but just to be safe, you could just do like the power chords, the G, C, up to you. And for the notes here, we're just staying on this 9 of the G about 7, 8 times, I think. Probably 8 times. Alright, then we move down to 7 for about 4. And then D string, we walk it down, we go 10, 9, 7, 6. Alright, and just cycle that whole thing.